Hi everyone! So today we're going to be doing a landscape photography adventure and tutorial. I'm going to be showing you how to take a bunch of short exposures and combine them together in post-processing into one long exposure. And this is a technique I use all the time. It allows me to capture long exposure photos even without even using an ND filter, or using, just a fairly weak ND filter, and just, or not even a tripod even. You can do this without a tripod. Now in the video I am using an ND filter and a tripod because you can just get better results that way, but in a pinch you can use this technique to capture long exposure photos with no tripod and no ND filter, and it's a really useful technique if you want to capture a long exposure of a waterfall or something in a pinch. And anyway, we're going to go out in the field and I'm going to capture a bunch of photos, and then I'm going to show you how to edit a bunch of photos together in post-processing and create something, a really cool image. So let's head to the river. So now on to the editing. So after I've applied some basic edits in Lightroom, I'll open my images up into Photoshop. Now in Photoshop, I go to Scripts and Stack. And we're going to want to check Smart Objects and Automatically Align, and then Photoshop will take care of that. Put it all together into one file, and then all we have to do is go to Layers, and then Smart Objects and Stack Mode, and choose Mean as our stack mode. This will give us our long exposure. After this, I just like to crop in the image just a little bit in the corners, because often there will be some errors there, and it's just better just to crop those parts out, I found. And then there's our final image. It looks gorgeous, I think. It's not quite a perfect replacement for a single long exposure with a really dark ND filter, because that'll make things a little bit more flowing and seamless. But I do find I get excellent results using this method, and it means I don't have to carry along quite so much gear, and it also means that the photo can have better colors without the ND filter introducing any tints or anything like that, because that's something that can happen with those. Anyway, that's how to do it. It's pretty simple. One last thing is that when you're actually capturing the images, you can do it with like photos that are just a 30th of a second, but you really want it to be down closer, as close as you can get to at least a second long to get the best results possible. But you can do it with even like 1/15th of a second. It's a pretty flexible technique, and you can do a lot of creative things with it as well. Anyway, I hope you found this tutorial helpful. It's the first one I've ever done, but I thought this is a subject that was definitely worth talking about. And if you did find this helpful, if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to my channel, hitting that like button, the little notification bell. I publish 2 or 3 times a week usually, and I create a lot of cool stuff, nature videos and aerial videos and wildlife videos, camera reviews, lens reviews, ton of cool stuff. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all again next time. Bye.